trends, why you so nice with it? The gear's tight looking right, you got the ice with it. A conversation with me will change your life. Your wife want the pipe, and when I hit you feel a slight difference. In her box, my cock's bigger, I'm hot nigga. She don't rock with you, she got with you for dough. Your hoes a thought, if you fuck around, I'll take your mom, kiss her, fuck her, then I'm taking your hot sister. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. You shit that chick up in my world. You cuff that bitch, I'ma fuck that bitch. You in love that chick, will suck that dick. That slut will kick you out your house, man, fuck your couch. I'm Rick James, bitch, I'll take your bitch and fuck her mouth, nigga. You bitchin' cause I'm smashing your hoe, you so passionate though. You would laugh for her to go on the trip, now you trippin' because I got her ass, you acting vaginal, bro. I'll give her back, blow her back out, then go. Nigga, act like you know. Sharing is caring, nigga, I dare a nigga to swear that niggas can get to his chick. I put fear in niggas, they scared this nigga will take the girl and make her my bitch. You the type to die for a slut, you lie just to fuck. You like to get drunk and high just to get the courage to say hi, you a punk. You want to get some ass but then you act like a monk. She's stringing you along, it's going on like a month. You spending all this dough, she still ain't touching your junk. She taking off her panties and you smelling the funk. You say you hate it but you ate it even though that it stunk. Nasty ass nigga. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. Your girl, not a side girl. You shit that chick up in my world. I'ma keep fucking your lady. My pull-out game's amazing, we ain't having a baby. You bitchin' moaning and crying, complaining, acting crazy because I'm fucking your girl, you punk ass should pay me. Get cash to smash your whack ass chick. You too stupid to realize I'm teaching your whack ass shit. All up in your feelings, you feeling all attached and it's making you go crazy. And maybe if you had that shit we call game, you know you can't control no hoe. No matter if she's bad or right or just so-so. You trying to control that bitch, that's a no-no. You worried about other niggas, that's so homo. Pause. Niggas wanna be so romantic, but they chick be all up on another man's dick. I be on that man shit, they be acting manic. I don't think these guys know what a man is. Y'all thinking you're out here winning with your money and status, you're thinking you're rich. But how you see yourself as a winner if I could ruin your day by smashing your bitch?
Yo. Yo, we got a video here today. Yeah. Shout out to Casual Bachelor. I love the way he starts his videos. That Australian accent. We got a video here today. Yeah, man. So I gotta sometimes I'll be going through these damn YouTube shorts or whatever, or these reels, and every once in a while they throw out like a philosophical quote or maybe Jordan Peterson saying some shit, and and a lot of them be catching, they make my brain like think about game, and so when after we pay some bills, come back and I'm gonna play out one of those, the audio from one of those shorts, and then I'm gonna discuss it. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Grateful for a nice Thursday, April 7th, Thursday afternoon, and the opportunity to spit this game, the opportunity to really talk to my brethren and get it in. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me see who we got. We got Monogamous Player. We got Iceberg S, AT, Certified Tyrone, True Savage, Explode V2, Wardell M, Jay Kaiser, Iceberg S. And remember, let me type it in real quick. $ miles in the game. Donation rules are in effect. All right, guys. $ miles in the game. All right, but you know what we do. You know what we do to start this off. So here we go.
Everybody has game. The thing is, though, is your game weak or is your game strong? See, that's the difference. See, having weak game is synonymous with having no game. But you have game, you have a strategy to get what you want, but your strategy might be weak.
I always tell these guys, snap your fingers. And I'll tell them, snap your fingers. They're like, you hear that sound? I'm like, what is that sound? Bitch, that's a 17-year-old that just turned 18. That's a 19-year-old that just turned 21. They are just, they're everywhere.
Hi, how you doing? You think I give a fuck about how you doing, bitch? All I want you to motherfucking do is open your mouth and say something so I can hear how your voice sounds so it can tell me how the fuck to get at you.
Your feelings are not facts. Because you feel like whatever you feel like, you can't get me to believe that there's more than two genders. You understand what I'm saying? And truthfully, I'm not sorry because I can't really make facts out of your fucking feelings. Matter of fact, fuck your feelings. There's only two genders. Only two genders. You trying to tell me that genders are neutral and niggas is trying to come up with 92 fucking genders, bro.
There's this narrative now that it's okay for a man to cry, and it's really pushing this sensitivity, express yourself, express your feelings. One thing I've always respected about my father growing up, I never seen my dad cry. Me and him would get into arguments, we would go at it, we would fight. I would say the harshest things to him I could to hurt his feelings, but I never broke him.
Shoot, just the right pair of shoes get your dick sucked. Just the right pair of shoes. Women don't, seriously, you could look like Boris Cool Joe, you'd be 6'8", you know, have a print down to your knee. They look at those shoes, they bust, they just like, oh no, not him. Nah, boo-boo.
The bitches shine because of the nigga. Period. Like, and when it's functioning correctly, that's the way it is. So, on that note, dick is a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift.
You got to play your way from start to the end. That's having game. Because if you do that, what you expect is what's going to happen. See, don't no accidents happen with motherfuckers that got game.
Don't know accidents happen to motherfuckers that got game, man. You feel me? All right. Let me get this banner right. All right, there we go. Make sure y'all, if y'all gonna donate, hit that miles in the game on Cash App. All right, hit that miles in the game on Cash App. And the phone lines are open too. So if y'all want to call in and put yourself in the queue so you could be first for the to get your phone call answered, 516-387-1224. All right. But so today, again, we're gonna be talking about why being a bad boy or asshole is healthier than being a nice guy. You understand? It's I talk about identity all the time. I talk about what it means to know who you are so you can make decisions that go with who you are. You understand? So you could live a life that you truly want to live from an honest place. You understand? And speaking of which, the masculine identity membership is still in the works, man. I got like 4 videos recorded so far, 4 in-depth videos recorded so far. And I'm setting up all of the infrastructure and the groundwork. So I'm gonna let y'all know when that's up, and I'm gonna let y'all know when that protocol is ready to go. But yeah, man, this is really what it's about, man. Like I feel like when it comes to game, identity is the most important thing, and I feel like knowing who you are as a man is sometimes possibly the hardest thing to figure out. You understand? And that's why it's so important. But let me get to this. I'm gonna get to this audio real quick, right? And this video is from a channel called The Mentor House. The Mentor House. So if y'all want to go over there and check out some of the stuff they got, you can check it out. But here it goes. Let me see. Here it goes.
Trauma creates coping mechanisms. When children are traumatized, one of the ways they cope with it is to soothe themselves, and then that's where addictions come in. But another way to cope would be is if you get the message that you're not good enough, then you might spend the rest of your life trying to prove that you are. And how do you do that? By being very nice to everybody, by never saying how you feel, because they might not like how you feel, by never expressing healthy anger when somebody's crossing your boundaries. As a Jewish infant under the Nazis in the Second World War, I got the message that the world didn't want me, I wasn't good enough. Then you spend the rest of your life compensating by taking on too much, and you're stressing yourself. And those stresses have an impact on your physiology. They can cause disease. My colleagues, the physicians, think they're just random, arbitrary diseases. They're not random or arbitrary at all. They're the result of life-strong stresses that result from a child's attempt to compensate trauma.
All right. So he's talking about trauma, right? He's talking about trauma and how when we go through trauma as men, we, or as people in general, we try to make ourselves feel better. You understand? And, and that's what a lot of guys go through, especially in these pill communities. They take being quote unquote rejected by a girl as trauma, right? Or if a girl cheats on them, or if a girl plays them, or if somebody bullies them, or somebody makes fun of them, or if your parents break up, or if you get abused by somebody, so you have yourself in a state of always trying to make yourself feel better, to deal with the ills of the world.
Creates coping mechanisms.
Right, coping mechanisms.
When children are traumatized, one of the ways they cope with it is to soothe themselves, and then that's where addictions come in.
See, and that part right there is important. He said when you try to soothe yourself, when you try to make yourself feel better, that's where a lot of addictions come in. So for example, you have the average person who, they might have certain stresses in life and, maybe a stressful job, dealing with wife, kids, whatever, and instead of being grateful for the opportunity to have a job, or being grateful for the opportunity to have kids, or to have a life or a family, for them, it's more stressful, right? So they feel like they have to soothe themselves. They have to try to make themselves feel better. And the way people do that a lot of the times is by medicating, right? So then people get into, drugs, people get into alcohol, people even get into like, sex. You got people who have sex because they use sex as medication. Like they don't enjoy sex just for the simple fact of sex. They have sex because they're trying to run away from some other pain in their life. You understand? So, this is what happens when we have all these stresses, when we have traumas in life, addictions sometimes follow. And a heavy addiction that follows is something that I talked about the other day about guys are addicted to explain, like they're addicted to the explanation of being in a position that they're in. You understand? So if, you find a guy that like, he is not, as successful with women as he would like to be, or he doesn't know how to talk to women, or he attracts certain type of females, or maybe he gets females that always tell him that they're not interested. Instead of actually figuring out how to fix it, or figuring out how to, fix his situation or get better at dealing with women, he becomes addicted to the trauma bonding of the explanation of why he doesn't know how to mess with chicks. And I literally give you the pill community. You understand what I'm saying? That is the pill community. That is the pill community in a nutshell. These guys are literally addicted to the trauma bonding. They're addicted to talking to each other and saying, "Oh man, in the dating scene, these chicks get all of the matches and they get all the attention, and nobody gives man any credit, and hypergamy and female nature and all of this. Oh man, just messed up, bro." And I had a girl that played me the other day, or I had a girl that flaked on me the other day, or I had a girl that ghosted me the other day, and I didn't understand what was going on, man, and blah, blah, blah. And it's just a constant thing. It's like moths to a flame. You understand? It's moths to a flame, because this is what they're actually addicted to. They're addicted to the explanation of them being a loser. They're addicted to just the being able to explain it, because I mean, we all grow from a certain age, right? Where we, as kids in kindergarten, we running around, we might see a girl, we might pull her hair and then run, or we might hit somebody and then run. And I mean, we don't know exactly why we're doing these things, but we just do them because we're kids. But as we get older and we start to figure out why these things are happening and why we do what we do, it actually becomes soothing. It's a great coping mechanism to explain the shit. It's a great coping mechanism just to know why we do it. But see, here's the thing. And, is one thing to try to make yourself feel better from dealing with trauma. It's a whole different ball game to figure out how. Oh, and also, if y'all got a question, please put it in the chat. If you got a question, put it in the chat. Put a Q in the chat, and I'll put the questions in. It's a whole different ball game to figure out how to overcome. It's a whole different ball game to figure out how to fix things and how to solve these problems. And I'm gonna keep going. Hold on.
But another way to cope would be is if you get the message that you're not good enough, then you might spend the rest of your life trying to prove that you are.
Okay, so, and what he's saying here, in addition, is when you feel like you're not good enough, or if you let the opinions of other people influence your self-image or influence how you see yourself, and people are telling you that you're not good enough, trying to prove that you are becomes the addiction. You see what I'm saying? Trying to prove that you are good enough, trying to prove that people like you, trying to prove, that you deserve validation from others becomes the addiction. This is why you get the nice guy. You understand? This is why you get the nice guy. And this is also why you get the liar. Not only the nice guy, but the liar. Like, a little while back on the Real Game No Theory show, we did a sort of a review of the movie Good on Paper, where the guy, he's a nice guy, but he's also a liar. So he uses lies and deception to get this girl to like him. And then the girl finally finds out that he was lying, and it's a whole thing, but the movie's on Netflix, so I could go check that out. But when people are traumatized by the narrative that they're not good enough, or that they're not good looking enough, or that they have these shortcomings that don't allow people to validate them, that's when they get caught up in the search for validation. They get caught up in the pursuit of validation, right? It's just like that person who grows up poor and his entire life is the pursuit of money, so you don't ever have to be broke again. You understand? But that's one thing. But there's an emotional and psychological component to it, where there's a search for this validation. You understand? There's a that need to be validated becomes the addiction, and so people are willing to get that validation, even by lying, even by using deception, to get people to validate them, or that's a big part of the reason why social media today is such a huge thing. You understand? And I think the creators of social media understood this, because they realized that a lot of people will do almost anything to be liked. A lot of people do almost any, especially women. A lot of women, a lot of people in general will do anything to be validated. Will do anything for attention. That's why they created the like button. That's why they created the, you double tap and you like the shit. You hit this and you can love it. You can like it. You can, like everybody is seeking some type of validation. And if it comes from a root of trauma, the search for validation becomes the addiction. You understand? That's why people can't get enough of social media. That's why there's so many, like they have social media rehab centers, you know, for certain people. You know, they have therapists that are specifically in the market of trying to help people with social media addictions and shit like that. I'm gonna keep going.
And how do you do that? By being very nice to everybody.
Right. You see that? How do you do that? By being very nice to everybody. So this is what creates the nice guy. You see what I'm saying? This is what creates the fucking nice guy. This is what creates the guy who he's thinking, well, you know, if I buy her flowers, or if I tell her I want to go to the Main Street bar, but she wants to go to the ABC Street bar, you know, if I'm just accommodating to her and we go to the ABC Street bar like she wants to do, then we will, you know, everything will be fine. Everything will be great. If I go on stage and I slap the shit out of Chris Rock to make my wife happy, everything should be perfect. And now we see that she's like, oh, I'm not one of these women that need to be protected. And, you know, he overreacted. And, you know, I mean, not to bring that whole shit up again, but, you know, it is a valid example of what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? Like the nice guy, you know, and truth be told, this is a lot of chicks, you know, a lot of females. This is why they friend zone the nice guy. This is why they keep the nice guy at bay for a few reasons. But a lot of it is because there's always a little bit of disingenuous attitude with a nice guy. There's always a little bit of disingenuous, you know, character flaws with somebody that's always trying to be nice, someone that's always trying to make you like them, because we're all different individual people. So there has to be something that we got to disagree on. There has to be. There's no fucking way that we can agree on everything. There's no way that I can always make a suggestion and you're always in support of it. There's no way. It's not realistic. This is why the nice guy finished last. Not because female nature is so bad and they don't respect nice guys. The reason why they don't respect nice guys is because nice guys don't respect themselves. Because the nice guy is trying to cope with the trauma of not being good enough. So he's trying his damnedest to be liked. He's trying to be nice to everybody so he can feel that validation, because that becomes his obsession. That becomes his addiction. That becomes what, like, his life's purpose is. And the sad part is he doesn't even get to live a real life. His only purpose is to try to be agreeable with everybody. His only purpose is to try to be nice so everybody can like him, so he can feel better about himself. You see what I'm saying? Like it's very, it can be very vaginal. Shout out to Mr. 1950. It could be very vaginal because truthfully, that's the curse of a woman, right? That's the challenge of a woman, to be liked, right? Because a woman's main purpose, and again, you know, I say this not caring what society has to say, not caring what the feminists have to say, and not caring what the social justice warriors have to say. But I say this because to me, it's the natural truth. But a woman's existence is very, you know, cooperative with everything around her, meaning that if she wants to take her life to the next level and become a mother, she has to find a man that's willing to impregnate her. You understand? And if she wants to be a long-term wife or companion of a man, she has to find a man that's willing to actually stay with her. So her very essence is to figure out how to be liked. You understand what I'm saying? That's the reason for her to be alive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, and that's how I feel about the shit. Because to me, a woman don't have no bargaining chips until she figures out how to get somebody to get her pregnant, and to get somebody to want to actually be interested in staying with her long term. You understand? Yeah. You know, in a modern society, yeah, everybody has their value to society because we all have the ability to go into the workforce and achieve what we want to achieve and get our degrees and blah, blah, blah. But none of that shit has anything to do with nature and the continuation of the human race. Necessarily. All of those are just details and, details and variables. But the bottom line of nature is for us to procreate and create a new generation. So if you look at it through that lens, a woman's purpose is to get somebody to impregnate her and to protect her lifelong so she can have a secure house to help protect the next generation so we can flourish as a human race. You understand what I'm saying? So when I see a woman on social media trying to be liked, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about it. I get it. That's what she's supposed to do. That's what she's supposed to do. She's supposed to figure out how to be liked. Now, you have some women who keep it on social media and it becomes very superficial, where a woman loses a lot of her, genuine character that allows her to be liked long term. But overall, look, I'm not, women ain't on no pedestal to me. So if I see them on social media trying to show their ass, or somebody could give them some validation, in my book, somewhere along the way, that's what they're supposed to do. Now, if she's trying to get somebody to like her long term, then maybe she needs to learn how to cook. Maybe she needs to learn how to actually be feminine. Maybe she needs to learn how to cooperate with a man. She needs to learn how to be interesting. She needs to learn how to be respectful and supportive. You understand? Maybe she needs to get off of social media and start to build the actual character and personality that a man requires to be a better man. You understand? But again, initially speaking, if you hot and you young and you got a body, do what you got to do, because you have to get some attention somehow. You're a woman. It's what you do. You understand? But for men, though, we have the challenge of forging our own path through this thing called life. We have the challenge of looking at our own identity and using our identity to shout out to the man mindset in the building. Shout out to the man mindset, Steve the Dean. Appreciate you, bro. Yes, and get those likes up, guys, for real. Get those likes up. But as men, we have the challenge of looking at our own identity and making choices to create the highest version of that identity. And in most cases, one of the, I guess you could say, the curses, but one of the occupational hazards of being a man, so to speak, is not everybody's gonna like you. You understand? Not everybody's gonna agree with you. Not everybody's gonna fuck with you. And this is what I need guys to understand. And this is why being a bad boy or an asshole makes more sense than trying to be a nice guy, because the occupational hazards of being a man simply means that because you're going your own way, you're creating your own identity, you're creating your own path, and you're literally knocking down trees through the forest to create your own path in this journey. Not everybody's going to be fucking with you. Why? Because not everybody's supposed to be fucking with you. You're a man. You're charged with creating your own situation. You're charged with creating your own life. You understand? I mean, a lot of us is like, oh man, I can't understand. I had a certain amount of friends in high school, and I don't even see them niggas no more. You're not supposed to. Oh yeah, I was so close with my family when I was coming up, but now, I started this new job, or I started this thing, or I'm pursuing my dreams, and for some reason, my family don't fuck with me no more, or my close friends don't fuck with me no more. That's what's supposed to happen. You understand? As men, we have to learn how to be alone and not be lonely. That's one of the challenges. Because every time we make a decision, every time we look at ourselves and we say to ourselves, okay, I've been given the opportunity of life. Okay, what do I actually want to do with this life? What kind of philosophies do I want to embrace? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to live? What kind of lifestyle do I want to have? Like, who are the type of people that I want to have in my network for my business and for all the things that I'm trying to accomplish? I'm going to move forward with that. You understand? And 9 times out of 10, the people who you grew up with, the people who quote unquote know you best, if you try to be a nice guy, you're going to be stuck in the character archetype that they've created in their mind of you. And you're not going to be able to actually grow into the person that you're supposed to be. That's where the bad boy and the asshole comes in. Let me tell you something. I don't know one. It's so crazy because I don't know one family member or really good friend, even my really, really good friends, like motherfuckers that I would die for or at least take a bullet for. I don't know any one of my family members or really good friends that has not at one time or another called me an asshole or thought of me as an asshole or in some type of way they've looked at me and they totally disagree with what the fuck I'm saying, my attitude, my tone, my language, my lifestyle, whatever it is. It's something in there. They're like, yo, Miles is an asshole. I mean, and look, and you know, shout out to my people. I love all my people, right? You know, I got people that I love, and you know, and they know me, I know them, and so on and so forth. And most of the times when they say it lovingly. You know what I'm saying? It comes from a place of love, but it also comes from a place of honesty. Like, yo, Miles, you know you're an asshole though, right? And I'm like, well, yeah, you're right. But they love me and I love them. Because love don't mean I'm gonna agree with every fucking thing you say. Love don't mean that I'm gonna even understand everything that comes out of your mouth or every choice that you make. Love means that I see you. I understand the value you have, but I also understand that you have the right to grow and become your own person. And as men, that's what we're supposed to do. You understand? I can't be no fucking nice guy. I can't try to be the same person that you always thought I was supposed to be because of some type of thing and me trying to, you know, gain validation from you because if you feel like this and you feel like that. You understand what I'm saying, guys? And a lot of guys, the reason why you're in the situation that you're in, the reason why you have trouble relating to women, the reason why you have trouble getting the things that you want out of life, the reason why you're scared to go tell your boss that you deserve a raise, the reason why you're scared to quit your job and go take that other job across town because you know they're gonna pay you better, is because you're instead of looking for what is compatible with your identity. Instead of looking for what is correct for your identity and the man that you have ambition to become, you're looking to be accepted by the people that know you now or the people that know you so far in your life. Think about that for a second. If you're striving to produce an image of the and stay in the archetype of character that the people that have known you your whole life, if you're trying to stay in that archetype of character, that literally means that you cannot grow, right? Because yeah, you've known certain friends, even your siblings, your family, your immediate family. They've known you all your life. And for the longest time, you've just been that nice guy and, you know, we can depend on you to be good and, you know, help with the family and never curse in front of grandma and never raise your voice and, you know, never get drunk. And, you know, you're always you drive a sensible car and you say the right things and you always vote Democratic. And that's who you are. And that's who we love. And they want you to be that motherfucker for the rest of your fucking life. But then one day you're sitting down and you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're like, fuck, you know, there's something else that I want to do with my life. There's other choices that I want to make. There's places that I want to go. There's, you know, shit, I don't want to vote Democrat for the rest of my life. Maybe next election, I'm going to vote Republican, you know, because Trump is an asshole and he be lying. But when he's in office, the stock market be doing good. So I like Trump. I mean, just as an example, sometimes I want to yell. Sometimes I want to raise my voice. Sometimes I want to, you know, get drunk. Sometimes I want to take a fucking trip to somewhere and find out what that's about. And every time you make a new decision, your family and friends are looking at you like, damn, what's wrong with him? Why he acting all brand new? Why is he changing? It's not that you're changing. It's that you're growing. You're growing closer to the person that you have decided to become based on your identity and who you truly are from an honest place. And they may not actually agree with that. But so here's the thing. The reward is to become who you're supposed to be. The reward is to become the highest version of yourself. The punishment is that you're going to piss some motherfuckers off. Your friends, your family, people that thought they knew you and all of this shit, you going to piss some people off. Like I've been in situations, and these are harmless examples, but I've been in situations where I've had friends. I'm living in the city and I got a network of friends and I'm like, hey guys, so I'm about to move to this other city. I just want to let y'all know. And they're like, damn, why are you doing that? Where are you going? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? That don't make no sense. You shouldn't do that. You should stay here with us and we should do this. And why are you with you? And you're looking at them like, nah, I'm going to go over here because this is what the next chapter of my life has in store for me. I want to go explore what's happening over here. And they look at you and they shake their head like, man, I don't know, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And they be like, good luck, but I don't know if that's gonna work. And it's like, bro, and then some guys will feel bad, right? Because their friends and family is not in 100% applause and support of their decision. And it's like, look, I'm a fucking man. I don't need your support. I don't need your support or validation. I'm a man. It is my challenge in life to make decisions and grow and become who I was meant to be in my mind. My destiny is created here. My destiny is not fulfilled in the expectation of the people that known me thus far in my life. Because my character is dependent on me meeting new people. And I don't need validation from them neither. I need to, bring value so I can be of value to them and they can be of value to me so I can move to the next stage of whatever it is I'm trying to do. You understand what I'm saying, guys? So understand that being a nice guy, trying to seek validation all the time and trying to stay in the safe space of what the people that known you in your life so far think of you. A lot of times that becomes an addiction. That becomes, I remember one time I had bought some new clothes and I was hanging out with my friends. And I asked one of my friends, I was like, hey, so you like these, you like these new jeans I got? I forgot what it was, but it was some article of clothing. And I asked them if they liked it. And they was like, oh, they're okay. And I was still very young, and it was a stage in my life where I was still seeking validation. And when they said it was okay, it fucking shattered me. Because when I bought the shit, I was thinking to myself, oh yeah, my friends are gonna love this. Like I had all these expectations for validation, buying these new clothes and shit. And when I came on and I was hanging around them, I was like, yo, y'all like this or you like this? And one of my friends whose opinion I thought very highly of at the time, they was like, it's all right. And even though it shattered me, right, it was something that stuck with me forever. And what it did was over time, like it was one of those instances that I always replayed in my mind. You understand? And over time, every time I replayed it, it created a new lesson for me. So at first I was just crushed. And I was just like, man, it's crazy how you can't impress everybody or you can't please everybody. And as I grew and got older and still replayed it, I was like, damn, what the fuck was I thinking? Even looking for validation from them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and they still people that I'm cool with till to this day, but at the same time, it's like, what was I doing seeking validation? What was I doing asking them what they thought of the clothes that I bought to put on my body? Like, nah, that's not the way, bro. That's not the way. And I really appreciated that instance because it showed me a lot And like I said, every time I replayed it in my mind as I grew older and older, it showed me, it revealed more and more to me that I'm not here to make motherfuckers happy. I'm here to be myself. And if motherfuckers hear what I have to say and see the value that I bring and they fuck with it, then great. Right? But at the same time, if motherfuckers hear what I have to say, see the value, and they say they don't fuck with it, guess what? Great. You see what I'm saying? Because here's the magic. Here's the magic. The magic is that regardless of what they say, I'ma still be me. I'ma still be fucking me, no matter what they do or say. I'ma still be who I am. You understand? And I don't have all the time in the world to be worried about what they think, because I'm not gonna be here one day. I'm not gonna be here one day. So ultimately, it's not gonna even matter. It's not gonna even matter. The part that matters is that I look at who I am and I go in my own direction to enhance the character, the individual specific character that I was given. Because you see, here it is, guys. You're basically given an opportunity to be different from the whole. Yeah, we're all a human race, and we're a part of this whole thing. We're a part of this collective consciousness. We're a part of the body of God, all of us. And I do believe that. But at the same time, we're also given an opportunity to be a specific part. And by me taking myself to the highest level and being an individual, what that does is it inspires creation, it inspires innovation, and it inspires others to do the same thing. And see, because here's the thing, when you use your identity and you create the highest version of yourself, right? What you're doing is you are making the best of the opportunity. You're making the best of the opportunity to be different. So you're pushing things forward. You're innovating. You're even showing other people, hey, this is what you can do with your own identity and do something totally different that the world has never seen before. Why? Because I'm literally something that the world has never seen before. There has never been an exact genetic mixture that to create this vessel. So watch what I do with this vessel. You understand? Watch what I fucking do with this vessel. I'm about to show you something that you've never seen before. You understand? And even when it comes to your friends and family, sometimes you got to step out of that and even show them what they've never seen before. Because you also, again, you want to inspire other people to say, man, I have the opportunity to be different. How do you donate? Is right there on the it's a $ miles in the game. It's right there. It's on the banner going Corbellic. But guys, I'm gonna take a call real quick. Let me see. Let me finish this and see if there's anything else. Hold on.
By never saying how you feel, because they might not like how you feel.
You see, he says, you try to be nice to everybody, and then you gain resentment because you never say how you feel because you're afraid that other people might not like how you feel. And the thing is that, bro, you got to live your life.
By never expressing healthy anger.
By never expressing healthy anger. Like when somebody's doing something to you that you don't like, but you don't say nothing because you feel like, well, I don't want to, make any waves. I don't want to bother nobody. I just want to be the nice guy. I just want everybody to like me. So let me just keep my mouth shut. That's not healthy. That's not healthy. Have the courage to be an asshole. Have the courage to be a bad boy. Have the courage to have people not like you. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that really matters is if you like yourself. Because you got to live with yourself. You got to live your own life. When you close your eyes, you're only looking at your eyelids. When you close your eyes, you're only dreaming your dreams. You're not dreaming dreams for everybody else.
When somebody's crossing your boundaries, as a Jewish infant.
When somebody's crossing your boundaries. You understand? And even creating boundaries is another example of becoming, of showing how you're an individual, because your boundaries might be different from another person's boundaries. All right, guys. But that's just something that I want to talk about real quick, man. And let y'all know. And let y'all know too. You know, this is the type of stuff that I'll be talking about on the masculine identity membership. You know, it's all about understanding. Understanding who you are, so you can become the highest version of yourself, in spite of whatever your family, your friends, or people who know you have to say, because that's a part of the challenge. That's a part of the challenge. You know, that's a part of the challenge to go through the journey, even though people might not like you, even though people might not understand, even though people might not agree, and even though you might have to walk it alone. That's what a man does. That's what a man does, guys. That's what we do. That's what we've been challenged with. You know, that's why everybody needs us to be. You know, that's why there's such a fucking laundry list of character values that we're supposed to have as men. You know, everybody. If you think about it, if you think about what children require of a man and what a woman requires of a man, think about how long the list is for our character values and so on. Like it's always longer than what men require of other people. Why? Because as men, we look to ourselves for value. We look to ourselves and God for value. You understand? We don't necessarily look to others for validation and for value. We bring value and we provide value. So value is provided back to us. You know, and we don't do it for reciprocation. We do it because that is the caliber of person we choose to be. And when you do it from an honest place, because that's the caliber of person that you choose to be, value comes back to you because that is the echelon that you've put yourself at. You understand what I'm saying? I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. Because, like, for example, if a man turns himself into a mogul and a tycoon, he doesn't. So he doesn't become a mogul and a tycoon so he can hang out in a poor neighborhood. Because if he hangs out in a poor neighborhood, there's no reciprocation. But because he's developed himself into a mogul, what happens just by default is that he finds himself in, you know, he might find himself on a golf course. He might find himself in a room with other moguls and other millionaires and other people. So, and then he has conversations, and then ideas get thrown around, and then business deals happen for whatever reason. And he didn't do that because he was waiting for the rich people in the room to give value back to him. But his value is what put him in the room. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like I was asking them for anything, but because I'm so valuable, value is all around me. And valuable things happen when I'm in my zone, being exactly who I am. So that's why I don't have time for validation. I don't have time to worry about what the people that have known me my whole life think of me, because I'm too busy trying to move forward and become exactly who I really choose to be in this life before it's over. All right, but I'm gonna go to taking some of these calls, and guys, put a question in the chat. Also, the call-in number 516-387-1224. Put a Q in the chat, so I could see where there's a question, guys. All right, let me see. So we got 646. You're on live with Miles Cunningham. What's going on?
Hey, how you doing, man? I donated.
All right, appreciate you, man. Thank you. What's going on with you?
Yeah, man, I'm in a relationship. My girl keep beating my ass, man. I don't know what to do.
Oh, man.
It's crazy.
Well, that's what I told you, man. Stop looking for validation. And okay, you know what? Let's let's go with this. So the last time she beat your ass, tell me what happened, bro.
Yo, like, she told me to eat her ass, but I don't like to eat ass. And then she was like, eat my ass. No.
I didn't. No. Hold on. I want to know how she beat your ass. Did she use like a frying pan, a belt? Did she like take a glass vase and hit you over the head? Like, what did she do, bro?
She smacked dog shit out of me. She smacked the shit out of me.
What, kind of like how Will Smith did to Chris Rock?
Like 2 times harder, man. She smacked the black out me. I'm white now, man.
Damn. Oh man. So how did that make you feel?
Like a biatch.
Wow. So what are you gonna do about that?
I don't know, man. I think I should hit her back. What you think?
Nah,
Next
man.
time she do it, I'ma hit her
I
back.
don't think you should hit her back, man. Bitches hitting bitches don't really work, man. You know what I'm saying? I think you might have
Excuse
to,
me,
you know, I
man,
think
I
you
ain't
might,
no bitch.
yeah, I think you just might have to like,
I'm a pimp, bro.
nah, man, you need to, you might have to, go into witness protection and then,
I'm an abuse
move
pimp.
to another state, man. You have to move to North Dakota.
I'm an abuse pimp, bro.
Nah, you gotta move to North Dakota, bro.
The game recognizes game. I'm an abuse pimp, bro.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I be backhanding these hoes. I used to be backhanding these hoes, man.
Listen, man. If look, I'm gonna need better. If you gonna call in and talk about your girl is beating your ass, I'm gonna need better stories than this, bro. And it would help if you were crying. You know what I'm saying? If you were really abused, you're supposed to be crying, bro. All right, 708. You're on live with Miles Cunningham. What's going on?
What's up, Miles? What's good, man? It's D from Chicago.
What up, D? Did you donate, my man?
Oh yeah, for sure. You already know.
All right, appreciate you, man. Let's go, man. What's going on? What's on your mind?
Yeah, man. First of all, I just wanted to say thank you for making this podcast. This was like the perfect timing for what I was thinking about recently. So my question, of course, I heard what you had to say about validation, but when you're on your own path and when you're doing your thing, what do you do when you are concerned or afraid that what you may do may, make your loved ones not necessarily want to be around you like that or fuck with you like that?
Do it. I do it even more. I do it even more. I go harder.
Yeah.
I go harder. That's what I do.
I got you. Okay. Like, what's your like thought process behind it? You just like, I'm just gonna go all in, like regardless.
I just listen. All right, listen. Okay. Do you agree that there's pros and cons to everything? Absolutely, right? So meaning whether you pick choice A, there's gonna be obstacles and challenges with option A, and then when you choose option B, there's going to be obstacles and challenges with option B. So it really don't matter which one you choose, correct?
Right.
Okay. So if it doesn't matter which one you choose, there's always going to be issues with no matter what you choose. Then I have to say that it makes more sense for me to choose what I truly desire. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Right. No, I get what you're saying, but I'm saying like there's a difference when it comes to validation versus when it comes to a person not even wanting to be in your presence like that. Like when a father or a mother disowns their child for one reason or another versus when they don't agree with the choices that they make. And, they still love the child and obviously be around the child, but I'm just saying like that kind of difference right there, because they're two totally different. Even though they both have consequences, one seems more severe than the other.
But why do you care?
Why do I care? Because man, the only reason I care because I care about, like, for example, my mother and father, because that's who literally raised. Parent, like, get like parental me and everything, like throughout life.
Okay.
They had my back like since day one, through it all.
Right.
Like literally through it all.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like to give you a slight context, like literally years ago, because I'm 30, I'll be 31 soon. Early 20s for like 6 years, like I was really sick. So the medic sick. To the point where I could hardly do anything. And they literally, like, as a grown man, had to take care of me and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Nobody else was there for me like that.
Okay.
So that's how, like, that hard, like, my parents, like, was there for me. So
okay.
Like,
all right. Let me ask you this. No, hold on. And that's beautiful. That's a beautiful
Yeah, go ahead.
thing. That's a beautiful thing. But my question to you is, why do you think they took care of you?
They took care of me because they love me.
Okay, now do you think they took care of you because they want you to take care of them back, or they want you to do what they want you to do with your life?
Wait, repeat the question one more time.
Okay, so your parents had you. Something happened to you and they decided to help you and take care of you. My question to you is, do you think they took care of you because they were looking for you to reciprocate, or like, why did they take care of you?
It could have been that too, but I think the biggest reason is because, my parents just, there's just that value and love for me.
Okay, exactly. Okay. So you think your parents took care of you because they love you. Okay, you. Now,
Right.
the question is, who are you? Are you somebody that's here to always do what your parents want you to do, or are you here to make your parents happy, or are you here to be the best version of you that you could possibly be based on what you desire from this life?
The latter.
The latter. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So you have to take that into consideration. When your parents helped you, they were helping you because they wanted to help you maintain the opportunity that you have to actually grow to be you, not to grow to be what they expect of you, but to grow to be you.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You have to understand the difference. They didn't help you through your tough time because they wanted you to grow to be what they expect of you. They helped you through your tough time because they wanted to help you maintain the opportunity of life so you can continue to grow to the person that you are. Now, think about this. Think about this, right? So your parents had you and they loved you and so on and so forth. Now,
Right.
what if your mother and father said, well, when we had you as a baby, we thought you were the cutest thing. So no matter how old you get, we want you to sleep in a crib and wear diapers, and we'll change your diapers and we'll feed you and we'll give you a bottle and we'll burp you and we'll change your diaper, we don't care how old you get. You have to stay in this. You have to sleep in this crib and you got to wear diapers and do what the fuck we say, because we love you as a baby and that's what we expect you to be for the rest of this whole life. How fucking does that make sense to you?
No,
and would you be willing? Would you be, because that's what your experience, that's what you love your parents so much and that's what they want. Would you be willing to be a fucking grown ass man? How old are you right now?
30.
30. Would you be because your parents asked you to, would you be willing to be a 30-year-old motherfucker wearing diapers and sucking his thumb and saying goo goo gaga? Because that's what your parents wanted?
No, not at all, bro.
Oh, are you sure?
No, not at all.
Hey, because earlier you sounded like you wanted to do what your parents wanted you to do because they held you down so much.
Yeah, but I mean, like, within reason, man.
But so what's? Wait, hold up. Let's unpack that now. You said within reason. What reason are we talking about?
No, within reason. When I mean like within reason, certain characteristics. For example, it obviously at once upon a time didn't make my mother uncomfortable. My mother comes from a heavy Christian background, so it made her, very uncomfortable, of course. And I understood, very uncomfortable for me to have premarital sex, for example, right? When she found out about it. Now, obviously, I didn't stop doing that, but I still empathized with her emotions, where to the point where it's like, I understand like how she was feeling, especially because she's my mother. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
And
okay, all right, cool. That's cool. But do you still live at home with your parents? Right. Do you still live at home with your parents?
No, not my parents, but my father and I, I live with my dad. So we basically split the bills in an apartment.
Where does your mother live?
No, my mother lives in the same city.
Your mother lives in the same city, but they divorced or something? Or separated?
No, separated.
They separated. Now, was there any point in time in your 30 years that you left the house? That you like moved out or left the house?
To live on my own?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So all right, but okay. All right. Bad example. So rewind again. So was there ever a point where you left the house to go hang out with your friends as a teenager or whatever on your own, or you learned how to drive and you left the house, started to start driving?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay. And all right. So okay. So listen, check this out. So we got people who we got drunk drivers out there. We got different accidents. We got people who get into accidents every day. Do you think it made your parents comfortable or uncomfortable when they realized that you were becoming your own man and you was out on the road driving on your own? Do you think that made them totally comfortable or at least a little bit uncomfortable? What do you think?
Just a little bit uncomfortable.
A little bit uncomfortable though, right? It made them uncomfortable. Now, but at the same time, because you needed to grow as a person and as a man, you needed to be out on the road. You needed to take your ass to work. You needed to go see your friends, do your thing, go grocery shopping, buy some clothes, and so that you needed to be out on the road driving, right?
Right.
Okay, so it's the exact same thing. There's no within reason. It's the exact same thing. When parents have children, the child don't really owe the parents nothing. But because they chose to have us, we are their responsibility. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
See, right. See, and that's a part of the reason why I don't really have kids, because I'll be honest, I just wasn't ready for that type of commitment, because I know that once I have kids, the value of my life gets transferred into them. You understand that?
Right, understandably so. I think the same way.
Okay, right. So I was never ready for that. That's why I don't have kids yet. But so what I'm trying to show you is that the same way your mom is uncomfortable with you having premarital sex is the same way she was uncomfortable when you had to go out on the road and drive and become your own man. And as you become your own man, you're gonna make your own decisions. You think shit. I mean, I ain't trying to disparage your parents or nothing like that, but I'm sure that they did things to make their parents uncomfortable, or they made certain decisions that didn't really go with the Christianity and all that type of shit, because they had to become who they were, right?
No, absolutely. They've made decisions.
Okay, so that's what I'm trying to figure out with you, though. That's what I'm trying to figure out with you. Why are you so caught up on your parents' expectations when it comes to you being the man who you supposed to be, or you trying to be?
Right. No, and that's what I'm saying. The context. So the context that I was trying to give was not about making parents uncomfortable. It's about if you make decisions to the point where they feel like they just can't be around you, almost to the point where they feel like where you feel like you're disowned because of your lifestyle, or because of the choices that you make, or because of the direction that you go in your life. How do you deal with that mindset? Because I get where you make your parents uncomfortable. That's one thing, but it's a totally different thing when you make them uncomfortable to the point where they literally don't necessarily want to be around you like that, where you're practically disowned. Does that make sense? Like how I describe it?
Okay, I get what you're saying. It's a little bit more extreme, but that's why I'm telling you, that's the charge of a man, bro. That is the charge of a man. Okay. You understand? That is the bear that we have to cross. That's the challenge. Where let me tell you something like this. Let me tell you something. You have to understand that people fucking with you is a luxury. Even people, anybody on this earth, your parents, your loved ones, your blood family, your blood relatives, them actually fucking with you, communicating with you, being a part of your life, that is a luxury. Do you understand what I'm telling you? You're only lucky. Mm-hmm. You're only lucky that your parents are in your life. You know how many other people who they've been born and through war and struggle and strife in the land, they've been separated from their family and they're orphans and they never even known their parents or their parents died before when they were a baby because of war or famine or whatever it was. You think you see
not even fucking the kids at all. You know what I'm
saying? No, bro. Listen. Stop. No, what? No, you think you actually deserve that your parents communicate with you. And I'm telling you that is a luxury. You know what a luxury is? A luxury is something that you have that you don't really need. Because, all right, for example, if your parents disown you today, it's 6:00 today. If your parents disown you at 6:05, are you going to stop breathing?
No.
Okay, the only thing that's going to happen is your feelings going to be hurt, right?
Right.
Okay, that's why your parents being in your life and talking to you is a luxury, my brother. It's a luxury that
right.
It's not a necessity. It's not a necessity.
No,
so you have to come to terms. You have to come to terms with that at some point, and you have to be brave enough to be your own fucking man, regardless. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, I get what you're trying to say. Okay, because I was gonna say I understand that concept because I grew up in Chicago, bro, where a lot of people didn't even have their parents.
Right.
So it's like I totally understand that aspect.
Exactly. So your parents being in your life to this point, bro. Just be grateful and count your blessings, but it don't mean they gotta be in your life tomorrow. It don't mean they gotta be in your life tomorrow.
Right. No, and I understand that. Thanks, Miles. I appreciate you, but but I appreciate you. It was just I was trying to illustrate because I come from where I come from, and because I have my parents. I tend to hang on to that word and to that honor a little bit better because of the scarcity. You know what I'm saying? Of other people not really have parents like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, and that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. Listen, here's what I want you to also understand. I want you to look at life, I want you to. But what I'm saying is, if you can like, take a look at this perspective, and the perspective is to appreciate the hell out of everything that you have in your life. You understand the relationship with your family, the fact that they were there to help you out of a tough time when you was going through it or whatever it was. The fact that you do come from a place where a lot of people didn't even know their family, but you have yours. Appreciate everything that is a blessing, bro. But understand that it's dangerous for you to be connected. For you to be connected to it to the point where you feel like it would stop you from being who you are. You understand? Appreciate, right. but always stay somewhat disconnected. Because when you understand that disconnection, it actually makes you appreciate it even more because you realize that at any given time, it could all stop. Because you worried about having premarital sex and your mother not talking to you no more. And God forbid something actually happens to your mom and she never talks to you ever again, but not for the fact that you had premarital sex, but for the fact that something horrible happened. What you gonna do then?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Life is just that delicate where I implore you to consider to love it, appreciate it, but love it even more because you know that at any given time it can be taken away from you, period. You understand that?
Right. I got you.
So my advice to you, bro, is to be who you truly want to be. Look inside yourself and make those decisions for yourself and just appreciate every single day that you have the opportunity to call your mom and say, what's up? You understand me?
For sure. I got you.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for supporting the show. Thanks for calling in. If you felt the power, if you felt the Holy Spirit to go to that $ Miles in the game Cash App and hit it again and show some more love, please do that. All right. Appreciate you, bro. Have a good one. All right. All right, man. All right. Let's go to 646. 646. You're on live with Miles Cunningham. What's up?
Yeah, what's up, Miles? You know who this is?
Oh, shit, it's Shia from Brooklyn. Yo, shit. Now, Shia,
Do that voice with me, man.
Shia,
Yes.
did you donate though? And don't tell me no bullshit, because I will let you go, even though you my homie.
Nah, I'm gonna donate, bro.
Come on, man. Why you do that, bro? You've been on hold for a minute. You could have donated already, my nigga.
I didn't see the thing. I got you. No, I got you, Miles.
It's very easy, bro. It's very easy. $ Miles in the game. $ Miles in the game. Anyway, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just had a more of not really a particular question, but more of a comment that I've been noticing as I've been learning the game.
Yeah.
And this is I've been noticing that the trend with women now that I see that's common, especially with women that have their careers and education and decent jobs, is that the more success they get in the jobs, and it's probably been mentioned already, but the more success that they get financially, education, they tend to, in my opinion, lose some of their femininity.
Okay.
Now, it doesn't have to be that way, but the reason I say that is because they tend to use their money to buy the guy a lot of gifts and take him on trips and reward him.
Okay.
Because they have money to spend. And of course, they can show they love by spending money and stuff like that. But that's not necessarily a good thing, because they're making the guy weaker, because now they're not enabling him to get it on his own. You understand? Now he's being supported by this person.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, if you want a program for them or something for them to do, they will feel like, well, hey, I'm contributing to this relationship by buying trips, buying you items that you need. But what really should happen is the woman should be doing specifically what the guy needs to be done for himself, so that he can become a better man.
Right.
Not necessarily treating him to a gift, because you have men who women like the men and they like the men, but they're giving the guy gifts and money, but that's not helping him become a man and masculine by getting gifts from women. So it's really tricky when you get in money and gifts from a woman, because that can actually make you weaker.
Yeah, actually, it's not, Shia. Actually, it's not. It's not tricky. It's not tricky. A man who allows himself to become weak because a woman loves to spend money on him is a man with weak game. You understand?
Well, you're right. I mean, in my case, I'm talking about a specific experience where I had to cut her off because she wanted to spend money how she wanted to spend it, not how I wanted her, not what I wanted her to. All right, I wanted her to do something specific, which was help me build my business, help me with what I'm doing, so that I can thrive on my own.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted to more so buy me clothes, take me to spas, take me on trips, and give me money and support me because I'm with her. You understand? But I'm like, no, I want you to be in the kitchen here working on some recipes with me.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, well, I don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to spend my money for us to have fun and go out because I like you. But I'm like, that's cool, but I need you to do something specific. So I had to let her go.
Okay.
Yeah.
But see,
because the money was a tool for her to get at me. But I'm like, I had to kind of decline the money because that comes with strings attached.
What kind of strings attached does it come with?
You have to do what she wants you to do. For example,
when?
For example,
Wait. When does man have to do what a woman? When does a man have to do what a woman tells him to do?
No, he does. He doesn't, which is why I left her. But she wants me to do what she wants to do, as in move in with her, as in be with her. But no. But my point is that I didn't do that. Obviously, I'm learning, and I didn't do that, so I had to cut her off because of that reason. So it didn't work. It didn't work.
It didn't work. Well,
I've noticed that even with my past relationship too.
But I'm saying if I had a woman in my life that loved to spend money on me, she could spend as much money as she want. I would just use that money towards my business. You understand? That's just what I would do.
She's not giving me money cash. She's not necessarily giving me cash. She's spending the money on items rather than giving me cash, so to speak.
Okay, what items? What items is she spending the money on?
For example, things like clothes, that I needed. Hey, do you need a freaking bike? Okay, yes. Do you need any personal care items? Okay, no problem. Do you need let's go to Florida. No problem. I got the ticket. She's buying the ticket.
Okay.
So it's things where we're having fun together.
Uh-huh.
You understand?
Uh-huh.
And anything I need, but for me, I only care about a woman that's doing something specific to what I need. So if I need you to research something on Google for 2 hours, I need your time. You understand?
Shia. Here's what you need to do. You need to learn how to be more creative. That's what you need to do. You need to understand that if a woman is willing to provide certain type of resources, you need to understand creative ways to utilize the resource. Because let me tell you, every woman that you're going to meet is going to have certain strengths and certain weaknesses. Now, if she doesn't have the strength of doing specifically what you ask her to do, however, she has the strength of the acquisition of material things, then you have to learn how to be strategic in what material things you request. And you also have to be strategic in, so if you say, because you do food preparation, right? So if she wants to take a trip, you say, man, let me find out what city the next, culinary arts, convention is going to be in. Oh, it's going to be in New Orleans. Well, hey, I want to take a trip to New Orleans on this date. And she's going to be like, well, why can't we go to Florida? Because this is where I want to go. We're going to go to New Orleans. We're going to go out to dinner. We're going to have some fun in New Orleans, but we also going to stop by this convention center and do this culinary art shit.
All right.
Do you understand? Like creativity, bro. You got to learn how to direct. You got to learn how to direct the attention.
Hold up, Miles. I think I didn't explain it clear enough. So you're right.
My God.
I was creating ways for her to somehow contribute to what I'm doing. But I guess if I had to say it again, what I'm saying is, because she's not getting what she wants, specifically, she wants me to stop dealing with other women.
Nigga.
So because I told her, no, just listen. I didn't do it, just listen. I told her that I'm seeing other people when she asked me. So because she's not getting what she wants relationship-wise from me to be with her only, she's pulling back.
So it's not about the money then. Yeah. It's not about the money. She just wants you to change who you are. It ain't about the money.
Exactly.
So why? No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Why you look, bro? You spent the whole first half of this conversation talking about her spending money. That's not her spending money. That's her trying to grease you to change the man that you are. That's two different things.
Exactly. Yep. That's what I've noticed, that the trend is that women will spend money on you, but it's because they want something specific in terms of relationship from the guy.
I'm gonna tell you, Shia, if you understand game, that type of shit should not have any effect on you whatsoever. Period. Like it really shouldn't. It really shouldn't. Because
we're not together. So I just told her it just didn't work out, because I was like, I'm gonna be who I am, and when I told her that, she didn't like it, and all of those gifts and money stopped.
And how did that make you feel, Shia?
It honestly, because I have it didn't make me feel any type of way, but I just had a comment to make, because I've noticed a trend, not just with one person, but with at least the past 3 people, that I've been talking to.
Well,
Okay,
okay, all right. Let's just stick with the comment then. Let's just stick with the comment. And there might be a lot of truth to what you're saying, because there are women out there like that, and that's a part of the reason why they love to quote unquote be independent and have their own and all of this shit, because they want to use money to persuade a man to fit into her program. But that's what I'm saying. A man that has game, there's no way he could really fall for that. You understand what I'm saying? No matter, because a man who has game, he knows that the number one rule is for her to be doing what he wants her to do, not the other way around. So if she coming into the game thinking that she's going to use money and gifts and trips to get him to change, then she's barking up the wrong tree. So it was never going to work out from the beginning. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It could definitely be a trend that's going on out there with a lot of these females, especially a lot of these masculine type females who, you know, they're making a decent amount of money and all that type of shit. But what I'm saying is that type of shit is still inconsequential to a man with game, period.
No, I agree. I totally agree with that. I mean, like I said, it's just a comment, but I've just noticed that women probably, maybe directly or indirectly, they try to use their resources to get what they want out of the man in terms of a relationship.
Right.
And it takes away from them actually being feminine and actually doing what they should be doing.
Exactly. Right. I mean, look, the only way a woman could get what she want out of me is if she's giving me what I need, as far as what the things that I request of her and what are the things that I ask her to do. If I'm not seeing that, I don't care how much money she's spending. I don't care how many trips we go on. None of that shit matters to me. None of that shit matters. And it's crazy because I've always kind of been the type of person or the type of man who I don't really ask nobody for shit. You understand? Like it's just the way that I've always lived my life. Like I don't ask people for shit. Like I don't know if you remember when we did the fucking Game Kings documentary. We didn't do no GoFundMe or nothing like that. We didn't ask nobody for no help or for no extra money. I like to my philosophy is I like to earn everything I get, and everything I earn I keep because it's rightfully mine. And so that's how I raise up my chicks. That's how I raise up the females that fuck with me. If she wants more out of me, then she has to show herself, you know, to a level of consistency and to a level of submission. That's the only way she gonna get something out of me, is if I'm being invested in, period. You understand? So, you know, but I do understand what you're saying, and I do understand that, you know, there'll be guys out there that will fall for the bullshit. There'll be, because you got a lot of guys out there on the low.
I fell for it.
Oh yeah.
I cut you off, Miles. I fell for it.
Yeah, we know, Cheyenne. We know.
No, I mean, in a sense, no, Miles. No, seriously. In the past, like I told you, I'm still legally married. I fell for it.
Wow.
So that's how I know what can happen when you let the woman who actually has a degree and career, when you look up to her in a way, you look at her as like, wow, she's so amazing. She got money. She got her own crib. And then you let her spoil you, and then you realize a year, 2 years down the line, like, is she taking care of me? Am I not doing what I really want to do? Like, why is she spoiling me? Like, that's fine, but am I accomplishing my goals?
Right.
Well, I got caught, literally.
That's crazy, man. Well, look, shout out to you. Respect to you for figuring it out. Respect to you for recognizing it, and respect to you for sharing your story. Because I'm sure that there's a lot of guys out there like that, you know, living that type of life. It's a lot of dudes out there moving in with chicks. You know, you find a chick that got her own house, and then you move in with her, and then you basically living off of her and shit. And it's like, man, and you know, not to say that there's anything wrong with that, but you still have to have your plan intact. You still have to be working on your plan. You still have to know who's in charge. Because I mean, I don't mind a woman making more money than me, but she still has to know who the leader is. You understand? Like I've been in situations where, you know, my woman was making more money than me, but I knew how to budget better than her. And at the end of the month, we had extra money and all the bills were paid and the kids was taken care of and all that type of shit. And at the end of the day, my woman was looking at me like, oh shit, my bad. Because at first she didn't understand what the fuck I was doing. But then when she realized how the budget went and how all the bills was paid and we had money, we still had extra money at the end of the month to save up and to go out to dinner and go on vacation. That's when she was like, oh shit, I'm dealing with a real nigga. You understand? So, I appreciate the reality of that. But at the same time, a man has to understand game and continue to lead his situation and let her, and he has to let her know who the leader is too. Because a lot of these chicks, they feel like just because they make $1 fucking dollar more than you, that they're the breadwinner. And it's like, none of that shit phases me. None of that shit phases me. You understand? None of it phases me because I know being a man, I already know where I stand and I already know where you stand. So I don't care how much money you making. You understand? None of that shit matters to me at all. And the crazy part too is that if you forget that shit and put her in the lead, she'll feel good for a second because of her ego, but somewhere along the way, she's gonna start to get frustrated and scared that her man is not actually leading the situation with confidence and masculinity as he should.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, man. But appreciate you, man. And look, go to that Cash App, $ Miles in the Game, man, and stop doing that, man. Donate, then call. Don't be donating after the fact. You've been getting game from us for way too long for that bullshit. All right.
All right, cool.
All right, man. Take it easy. Be safe out there, man. Respect. All right, let's go to 619. 619, you're on live with Miles Cunningham. What's going on?
What's going on, Miles? I donated, by the way.
All right, appreciate you, man. Thank you. All right. What's on your mind, brother? Right. Let's go. What's going on?
All right, so I'm on the membership, and I have the book How to Have Sex with 2 Girls a Day.
All right.
And
congratulations to you, man. Congratulations, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So what I noticed was that on the membership, right, and in the book, it talks about when you approach women, you got to use something called field talk, and it kind of gave some sort of explanation about it, but I was wondering if I can get more like an in-depth of what that is and how to apply it when it comes to talking to girls and shit.
Well, you see, that's something that I would much rather let Lucario discuss. I mean, I could get into it, but I don't want to give away too much because the fact that you're on the membership, you probably should utilize the email coaching aspect of the membership and send Mr. Lucario a direct email so he could really break that down for you. I mean, I know what it is, but like I said, I don't want to give away too much here because people who want to get on the Bad Boy membership should get on the Bad Boy membership to find out, the details of those type of things. But do you have any other questions?
Yeah, actually I do. So when it comes to approaching and shit, okay, for example, there was a girl that I talked to earlier today, and I want to know if I did this kind of correctly. I've been doing this for a little while now, but it's good to get feedback, I guess, if you don't mind doing that.
Sure.
It was like a 2-minute conversation, so I just walked up to her and I was like, "Hey, I like your outfit." And then, she just said, "Oh, thank you, whatever." And I was like, "Oh, you got some gorgeous eyes too." And then she looked at me and she smiled and she said, "Oh, thank you, whatever." We're going back and forth and shit. And I'm like, "Well, listen, I'm just trying to keep it short." But I was like, "Well, listen, let's kick it sometime. What's your phone number?" And then she gave me her number and shit. And I said, "Hey, we should meet up at this place tomorrow." And she said, "Okay, I'm down with that." And then she had a tattoo on her arm, right? And I was like, "Hey, I like your tattoo." And then she showed it to me and I grabbed her arm and I felt like the skin on her arm. And I was like, "Oh, you have some really soft skin too." And then she started blushing and shit. And I said, "All right, well, you have a good day. I'll talk to you later." And she's like, "All right." And then I walked off. How do you think that was? I mean, just with the detail I gave you.
I mean, that sounds good. You're supposed to be meeting with her tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yeah. Tomorrow, 1 o'clock or some shit.
Tomorrow, okay. Nah, I mean that sounds perfect. The only thing I would just take it easy with the compliments.
Take it easy, okay.
Yeah, take it easy with the compliments. And okay, the reason why I say that is there's a difference between saying I like your eyes or saying I like the color of your eyes. Or I like how your eyes look when they look at me like that, all seductively and cute and shit. and then just telling a girl, "Oh, you really have gorgeous eyes." You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay. So for example, the way you walked up to her and said, "Hey, I like your outfit," that's good. That's good. But when you say to a girl, right, "Oh, you're really pretty," or "You have beautiful eyes," or "You have gorgeous eyes," that's a one-way compliment, so to speak. You understand? I don't like one-way compliments, because a lot of guys, that's what they love to do. They love to run up on a chick and just give her all these one-way compliments. I like mutual, what I like to call mutual compliments, meaning that I'm telling you that I like your outfit. I didn't say your outfit is beautiful or your outfit looks good on you. No, I like how your outfit looks on you. You understand? So she understands that you actually have a standard. You actually have a preference. And that it just so happens that her choice in outfit matches with your standards.
Right.
So subconsciously, it's kind of like you're telling her, "Oh, you lucky I like that shit." You understand what I'm saying? You lucky I'm even standing here talking to you, because you happen to put on the type of outfit that I like. So it gives a woman a little different feeling than just, "Oh, this guy thinks I'm cute." You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay. So that's the only thing I would critique. But I mean, according to what the story according to the details you gave, it sounds like everything went pretty well. But again, the only thing I would tell you is try to say mutual compliments that come from you and your preferences and your standards. You see what I'm saying?
Definitely. Okay. And I got one more question, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because in one of your live streams, you talked about, you were going to talk about the difference in compliments and flirting, but you never actually got to the topic.
Yeah, I did a video. If you go to my YouTube channel, I actually did a video on it.
Oh, okay, for sure. All right, I'll just do that then. All right, for sure. Good looking out. Appreciate you.
All right, bro. Take it easy, man. Appreciate you. Thanks for supporting the program and the show and everything. You be safe out there. All right.
All right, big dog. Good looking out.
All right, peace, man. Yeah. All right. So we got 708. 708, you're on live with Miles Cunningham. What's up? 708.
What's going on, Miles? Yeah, this D from Chicago again. I donated again, by the way.
Oh, appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah. All right. So what's on your mind, bro?
So I forgot to ask you with that last question. So I know, you're big on, obviously implementing the game through your thought process. So with that said, and obviously that has helped me come along so far. I just still got ways to go. So is there any affirmations or anything that you repeat or have repeated to yourself throughout the day or throughout the days, weeks, months, or whatever that helped you get to where you are now, as far as like, what we discussed, as far as like disregarding what people think of you at the end of the day and just doing you? Or is it just, you just pretty much just did it like without necessarily like repetition? Does that make sense?
I mean, it's a few.
For example, like when I read the book, it was talking about like affirmations, which I have implemented. I've called before and talked to both of you and him about that, as far as how affirmations helped me, because y'all are big proponents of that. So is it like any affirmations y'all got? Because I'm definitely willing to listen and willing to, try it out.
Okay, hold on. There's a book. There's a book that I read that changed that this book changed my life. Okay, and it's called if you want to, it's on Amazon. It's only $15 on Amazon, right? But it's called Conversations with God: An Uncommon Dialogue, and it is by an author named Neil Donald Walsh.
Oh, I've heard of him before. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. This book when I'm gonna try to get the thing, copy link, and I'm gonna put it in the chat real quick. Hold on, guys. When I read this book just changed my whole life. I ain't even no cap, bro. Like once I read this book, it allowed me to think of the world in such a different way. And the way he wrote the book, he wrote it as if, when you read the book, you're gonna see that it's two different kinds of text. And it's literally him asking God questions and God answering the questions. So he's literally having a back and forth conversation with God. And bro, the way that he puts everything, it's just ridiculous, bro. It's just fucking ridiculous. I can't even explain it to you how how profound the shit was for me. Right. And I would advise anybody who is at a space in their life where they're really trying to figure shit out, when they're really trying to understand their own identity. This is the type of book that I think would make a lot of sense for you. You understand?
Okay.
And this is the type of book that I keep with me, and I go back and I'll read passages from it from time to time. And the reason
Right.
and the reason why it makes sense is because a lot of the book has a lot to do with objective thinking. So you see how I was telling you about how, you should be grateful for the fact that you still are in communication with your family, but understand that it's a blessing that can be taken away from you at any time.
Right. Mm-hmm. I remember.
That's a part of, this book kind of like opened that type of world up to me, where it's like you understand how harsh the world is, but at the same time, because you realize how harsh the world is, it actually makes you appreciate your life even more. You understand? Like a lot of guys, they go up and talk to a girl, and the only thing that they could, and for example, if the girl says that she's not interested or if she has a boyfriend, the only thing that they could take away from it is the fact that she said she wasn't interested. But when you understand what a blessing life is, you actually could take the time to say to yourself, wow, that was a decent conversation. I had the opportunity to speak to a stranger. I had the opportunity to meet somebody new just now. Like it allows you to see life from what I call like a macro view. Like, okay, the book itself, the way he wrote the book and the way that you understood that, like, he's the author, he's writing the book, but he's writing it as two different people. Reading that book allowed me to see myself as two different people. And I know it sounds kind of crazy, but it allowed me to experience life, but it also allowed me to kind of like have an out of body experience and actually see myself living life as God. You understand what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I forgot what they described that as. There's a word for that, but I know what you're talking about.
Right. And with that like perspective, it allowed me to realize that in one sense, everything matters. And in another sense, absolutely nothing matters. And once I came to that revelation, it was like it was everything about honesty and identity and desire and just being truthful about your purpose and everything you want in your life just became more clear to me. You understand? Because a lot of times the reason why we choose A instead of B is because we're afraid of B. Not because we actually want to choose A, but because we're afraid of B. Do you understand that?
Absolutely. Yes.
And that's the reality for so many people in this life, where they're making choices not because they really like for example, some people they choose to quote unquote settle down and get married, not because that's what they actually want to do, but because they're terrified of dying alone.
Right.
So you ask yourself, so wait a second. So you chose to get married and have kids, and now you're living the life of this family man, where deep down you didn't make the choice because that's what you really wanted. You made the choice because you were just afraid of the alternative. Now, think about this. Think about this. There's a woman somewhere, a beautiful woman, right? The best woman you ever met in your life. She's sexy. She loves you. She respects you, and she looked good. And she could, cook your favorite dish. You understand? Now, there's another guy out there somewhere, and she chooses you, right? But you find out that the only reason why she chose you is because the other guy lives in another country. But she truly is more in love and has more respect and everything else for him. But the only reason why she chose to stay with you is because she didn't want to move to New Zealand where he was at. If you were to find out that truth, think about how you would think how that would make you think about the love that she had for you. It wouldn't feel the same, would it?
Yeah, no, not at all.
It wouldn't be the same because you're looking at her like,
basically, because you'll basically be like, man, I'm just option B at the end of the day.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are living a life of option B, their second option. Why? Because they weren't courageous enough to make the choice, to make their first choice. They weren't courageous enough to deal with the possible challenges that come with their first choice. And what I'm saying is your first choice should always be you. But a lot of people are not actually, they don't have enough confidence to make themselves the number one choice. You understand? They're afraid. They're afraid of what life has in store for them. So they're like, you know what? Let me just be safe, and let me just, do the popular option. Let me do the option that makes everybody happy. Let me do the option that society finds more acceptable. And then what happened? You live years after days and years after years. You in the back of your mind, you have this burning fucking feeling that your life is a fucking lie because you made a choice out of fear, and you made a choice because you wasn't actually, it's not what you really wanted. And now you're 60 something on your, and you're starting to get up in age, and you don't have youth anymore. And you running out of options, and your health is deteriorating, and you're looking at your life and you're like, damn, this ain't the life that I really wanted. How about that? I lived the whole fucking life that was based on my second choice. And then the only thing you could do is think, damn, what would my life have been if I actually made me my first choice? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
All right. So I mean, it's not a,
okay, for sure.
So that book, Conversations with God, like I said, it was dope, because it got me to look at life more objectively. And it got me to look at life from a bird's eye view, from a God view, so to speak. You understand? And I think that's the best. I think that's a really good affirmation, and I think that's a good place to start.
Okay, definitely. And the last thing I'll say, like, just, man, I think it'd be so dope, man, if you or Lucario or both of y'all like did a show about the books that changed y'all life, because I remember another book. I think you and Lucario was telling me about like affirmations themselves and how they pretty much dictate your behavior. So I was just saying, like, man, if y'all can like do a show about that one day, I think that'd be so dope, bro.
All right. Hey, I'll discuss it. I'll discuss it with him, and we'll see what we come up with. All right.
All right, for sure. Thanks, Miles.
All right, bro. Thanks for calling back, man. Peace. Appreciate you.
Peace.
All right. Let's see. 757. You're on live with Miles Cunningham. What's going on?
What's good, Miles? This is Ari. I donated $10 to the Cash App.
All right. Appreciate you, Ari, man. Thank you, sir. Thanks for showing that love, man. What's on your mind? Appreciate you.
Yeah, so my main question is, what are some ways that you're developing like your own sexual identity?
What are some ways that I'm developing my own sexual identity?
Yes.
I mean, well, you try to have more sex and try different things and see what you like. Like for example, when I was younger, I never been much of a talker. I never talked dirty and shit when I was younger. But as I've gotten older, I've gotten more and more, used to talking during sex, and I find that with certain women, it's it's a beautiful thing. It's very effective. I think certain levels of masturbation is important. I think having good health is very important, as far as like, doing your cardio, eating good, I like to juice, I do my celery and cucumber and ginger and sometimes beets and all that type of shit. Nothing too sugary, right. I got to make some Irish moss later. Sea moss, I don't know if you know about that. Sea moss is good. And the reason why I talk about these things is because stamina allows you to have sex for a longer period of time. So instead of just worrying about nothing, you can actually, extend the amount of time you're having sex. So during the sex, you can try more things, if you get what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because I get that. Because for me, it's like right now I'm just in this period where I can get sex, but my retention rate is like non-existent. Like I just can't like establish like a rotation because I can just get it in, go in different positions, make them come, and like they'll enjoy it. But it's like can't get a call. Well, can't get a call back or text back saying did you make it home? Like, are you okay? So it's like that's the position I'm in, and so my hypothesis is that, I'm just not, creating like a more memorable experience. And then obviously like, as that memorable experience starts with like knowing who you are and like how you're able to like develop that shit.
Right.
So it's like, I just, need like some ideas just like discover that like for myself.
Okay. And let me see. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Now let me ask you a question. Do you do any type of foreplay?
I mean, the foreplay that I do, kind of in the bar, dirty talk a little bit, kiss, suck titties, dick suck, pussy. That's pretty much the extent of like my foreplay.
All right. Rewind. All right, listen. Let me ask you a question. Tell me something visually that you appreciate about a woman, like her form, her body.
Ass, thighs, titties. Oh.
Okay. No. Okay. Stop. Tell me. Sorry. Let me rephrase the question. Tell me something unique and specific to you, because what you just said is not unique. Every nigga love ass, thighs, and titties, my nigga. Tell me something specific that you like about a woman's form. Like it got to be specific, bro. It got to be very unique, like something unusual that you notice every time about a woman.
Man. Yeah, I can't really like think of anything.
So it's always just ass, thighs, and titties. Like you don't got nothing specific, nothing special.
I'm very basic, like.
You see, and that's a part. Okay. That's a part of the issue. That's probably a part of the issue. But let me ask you, how old are you?
25.
All right, so you're still kind of young. You're still developing. Around how many bodies you had in your lifetime?
Probably between 35 and 40.
Between 35 and 40. Okay. And when, like, what ages did you get the most of that popping?
Around this time.
Around this time. Okay.
Now,
okay. All right.
Like my highlight.
Okay. So what I would say to you is that you and most of these women are, you're still young. Most of these women that you're getting it popping with right now, where do you meet them?
At the moment, I just meet them at the clubs. So.
At the clubs. Okay.
Meet them,
okay. Now. Okay. So you meet them at the club. Do you fuck them the same night usually, or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck them the same night.
Okay. So okay. So all of the situations that you explained is not the ideal situation to really develop a unique, sexual experience, because, you're young, you're at the club, you're meeting these girls, and then you get a hotel, or you go back to your crib or they crib, or what?
Yeah, we go back to my crib.
You go back to your crib. And how long does each session last? Usually,
at least an hour.
Just about an hour. Okay. So okay, what the thing is, there's not a lot of opportunity for you to really develop a unique sexual experience. But here's what I'll tell you. How is your house set up? Like when you bring a woman back to your crib, what does it look like in your house?
Oh, whoa. First and foremost, it's clean, but usually I got like a little bit of R&B or Afrobeats like playing, like, low in the background, that the lights low. It's
How does it smell? How does it smell?
Yeah, right now it smells like tobacco, wood. I got candles burning. Yeah, that's the scent for the moment.
Okay, well, check out incense as well. Check out, incense is also a good thing to have in your crib. Candles scented candles is always good. Incense is good. If you have lights, that's good. What do you have to drink in your house?
Right now I just got like a little bit of whiskey.
A little bit of whiskey. Do you have bottled water?
Not bottled.
Okay, think about investing in some bottled water. Do you have a fridge in your bedroom?
I mean, I live in the studio, so I got a fridge in the kitchen, so it's like.
Oh, you live in the studio. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, still consider having like a small one of those small fridges next to the bed, like the kids that the little fridges that the kids have in a dorm room.
Right.
Yeah, maybe have one of those next to the bed. Yeah, but you need to holler at chicks, I think, in a different capacity. Like that club lifestyle, that's most of that shit, bro. I'll be honest, that shit is like one night stand city. You understand?
Right.
Like I'm not saying it's impossible for you to meet somebody substantial at the club. It's not impossible. I'm not saying that, but it's just that usually that's what it is. The girl sees you in the club, you got a little swag, she's feeling the music, and she probably a little lit, whatever, and she's doing her YOLO thing, and she's young, and she coming back, she want to get some dick real quick and keep it moving. You understand?
Right.
But what I'll say to you is, if you really want to start to develop a better sexual identity, you need to you need to have more variety in the types of situations that you're meeting these women. So you need to be hollering at these women on a regular day, like at the grocery store, the bookstore, the mall, like just, on your way going shopping or, walking through someplace, wherever it is you do. But on a regular day, that's where you need to meet the girl. And then what you need to do is you need to find a way to be able to implement more of your identity into the situation. You understand? So try to find out a little bit more specifically about what you love about a woman. Like, I'll give you an example with me. I really love a woman's outfit before I get her out of the outfit. So I'll bring her into the house. You understand? I'll go wash my hands. And, usually they always be like, hey, where's your bathroom? And then they'll go to the bathroom or whatever. So when we come back out, I'll have the music playing and we might dance, and I'll twirl her around, and then I'll tell her how good she look. And I'll tell her to, I'll be like, yo, I need you to just walk around my apartment. Just walk, just so I can see you.
Right.
You understand? And then, or I'll play around with it, and I'll literally I'll take something, and she'll see me do it too. I'll take something, I'll put it on the floor, and I'll be like, go over there and pick that up. And then she'll be looking at me like I'm crazy, but she'll start laughing because she realized what I'm doing, because she know I want to see her bend over.
Okay.
Like just little stupid shit like that. Like it sounds crazy, but when you slow things down and you take the time to let a woman know that, yeah, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you, but it's kind of like how a lion or a bear likes to play with its food before it devours it. You understand?
Got you.
You know, it creates a different dynamic. Like I remember one time I had a chick, you know, I had a chick in my place, and I said, I want you to, I said, you know how to model? And she was like, no. I said, well, I want you to model for me. I want you to act like you on the catwalk. I want to see your strut. And she's like, I don't know how to do that. And I said, well, just try for me. Ain't nobody else here watching. It's just me and you. I want you to try. I want you to, you know, think about any fashion show you've ever seen and just try to recreate that in your mind. And then she'll walk back and forth and I'll give her pointers while she's doing it. I'll be like, all right, now switch switch all your weight to the left, and then do this and then do that, and then wiggle, switch your ass every step you take. You know what I'm saying? And then when you turn around, look at me, and then just say just different shit like that, and it creates an entirely different experience because. Me, I'm a photographer, so I'm very, very visual. So things like that is a part of my identity as far as my foreplay. So before I even touch the girl, my foreplay, includes all of those type of things. You make her feel like she's a model. Make her walk around the apartment, make her pick things up so I can see her bend over. Tell her to come stand next to me, and then I'll if she's wearing a skirt, I'll put my hand up her skirt and grab her ass and then smack it, and then I'll tell her, I love how your ass only bounced one time when I smack it, and then she'll giggle, and all of these things. It's a part of what I like. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's what I do. So you got to figure out what it is you like. So, I really don't know what, tell me some things that you're interested in.
Fashion, shit, social studies shit. Actually, I'm into like wine, different types of like apple cider, shit like that, some music. I love to design shit, especially when it comes to like apps.
Okay, you love to design apps. Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to think what you like. If it's fashion, then maybe you could do something like what I do. Maybe you could do the you know what women love. You know what women love. So if you ever get with a chick and you go to her house.
Yeah.
Tell her, before y'all have sex, over the course of a conversation, if she says to you, or you could even ask her, you could be like, hey, so have you bought any new clothes lately? And she might say, yeah, right. I bought this blouse and I got some new shoes the other day. Okay. And then, so you store that in your mind, and then you continue with the date. And then, so now the date is going on, you have a great time, and then you get back to her house. So now, as soon as you get in the house, because you're excited, you might want to grab her up and start, kissing on her and making out with her and get her really hot, get her as hot as you can. And then you tell her, you say, stop. Here's what I want you to do for me. I remember you telling me that you got some new clothes. Right?
Yes.
So I want you to put on a sexy fashion show for me. All right? So then what you do is you sit on the couch, and then you tell her to go put on that new shit that she said she just got. Whatever it is. It don't matter what it is. Right. It could be a fucking moo-moo. Whatever it is. It don't matter. It really doesn't matter. But the fact is you're giving her instructions, and you are letting her know that you enjoy just watching her do her thing. You understand? So then, if she bought that new, so you tell her, you be like, all right, so that new blouse that you got, I want to see that, but put on the tightest pair of jeans you got with some heels, and then put on that blouse for me, and let me see how that look. You understand? Okay. And then she'll now you got her all hot and bothered. Now you're giving her instructions. So she's hot and bothered. Her pussy's wet for you, and she's excited, and she wants you. But now you're giving her instructions for her to go try on clothes. Like most women I know, 99.99 out of 100 women gonna want to try on some clothes. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you tell her, go try on that blouse that you told me you just got, or something like that. Or better yet, even further down the road, this guy, this works well with a girlfriend too. If you bought her some clothes, this is also something that you could do. But this is just the beginning. So she didn't earn the right for you to buy her nothing yet. So you want her to go try on the new shit she just bought for herself. Now, when she comes out, so she goes into the bedroom, you sit on the couch. When she comes out, you make a big fucking deal. You like, oh shit, oh god damn, you so fucking sexy, and you fucking like let her see your fucking your joint printing out through your pants and like stroke your pants. You know what I'm saying? Let her know that, damn girl, you getting me excited. I want to fuck the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, did you like you look so sexy? Come over here. And then make her bend over, and she's wearing those tight jeans, and you smack her ass, and then you cup her breast, and then as you cup her breast, you tell her, oh, this blouse is really nice. I love the fabric of this blouse, and then you talk about the details of her outfit and how good she look and all of that shit. You understand what I'm saying? And then you tell her, now I want you to go in there and come back out here in your birthday suit.
Yeah.
And put on some fucking heels too. So all I want is your birthday suit and some heels. And then she gonna go in the room, take off her clothes, and then just put on some heels, and then she gonna come back out to you. You understand? And then you tell her, I want you to come over here and take care of daddy's dick or something, whatever you want to say to get things started.
Gotcha.
When you start doing shit like that with your woman, bro, that's when she's gonna be like, oh, this nigga different. You see what I'm saying?
Got you.
I just gave away way too much fucking game, man. Way too much game. You better go to that fucking Cash App, $ Miles in the game, and give me some love, bro.
I appreciate it. I mean, I need that shit. Man, I'm really trying to like build this rotation because, I mean, it's cool. Like, I can honestly just get like a new woman, like one by one, but it's like sometimes, I just want like something consistent because even like for me, it's like my whole thought process when it comes to like doing like, different shit or just getting into like more, just exploring sexually, like, getting into like BDSM and shit like that. It's like,
right.
I feel like a woman like really has to like, be in like, some type of like, relationship. Well, I don't say relationship, but it's like, I gotta be fucking with her for like a good period where it's like, I feel like you deserve for me to like, go and explore like, this aspect of sexuality with you.
Right.
So I guess, there's like levels to this shit.
Right. Yeah, I mean, look, again, it's, the way that you develop more is to look at yourself, look at what you like, look at the things that you really like.
Right.
And then you try to associate that with your, how you relate to her and the activities that you have with her. You get what I'm saying? That's really what it's about.
Yeah.
That's really what it's about. All right.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, man. All right. Good luck with everything, man. And have a good time. All right, bro.
All right, you too.
All right, man. Peace. Thanks for calling. Yeah, man. All right. I'll just take this last call. 617-617. You're on live with Miles Cunningham. What's up?
Yo, what's going on, man? It's Mano calling from Boston.
Hey, what's up with you, man? How's it going?
Hello?
Yeah. What's going on? I got you.
Doing all right. So I got a question about so when I'm talking to people, I tend to either blabber or just conversation doesn't really go anywhere. Can you recommend me any books that you might have read about how to be a better conversationalist, how to have better conversation and grab people's attention when you talk to them?
I don't know a lot of books, but I do know that we have a few programs on the Badboy membership for that. So if you're not on the Badboy membership, you probably should think about getting on the Badboy membership because we have the art of flirting. We have, I think we have if you go to MrLacaria.com, there's if you go to the store page, we also have I think it's called the conversation matrix or something like that. It's like a $7 program that we have where, you get on that and it's like just a step-by-step guide to how to navigate conversations. But a general rule I'll tell you is just, just try to be honest and talk about the things that interest you, and don't blabber on too much. Give the other person a chance to speak. And when the other person's speaking, don't just wait for your chance to speak, but listen, and then use the information that she gives you to understand how to direct the conversation. Like, for example, let me ask you, when you're interacting with a female, what is your ultimate goal when you're interacting with a female?
To get to know her and date.
Yeah, but what's the ultimate goal? What do you want from this woman?
Yeah, relationship and then, sex, everything that comes along with it.
So you're looking for a girlfriend?
Yeah, girl. Yeah.
Okay. Now, so what are some of very important like what when you think about having a girlfriend, tell me some important things that a woman needs to have to call herself your girlfriend.
Oh, she needs to be dedicated by listening to you and Mr. Lucario. I know that she needs to be dedicated.
No. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm asking you the question. I'm not telling you to repeat anything that me and Lucario said. I'm asking you the question, bro. You understand what I'm saying? How old are you?
32.
32. All right. Well, yeah, I appreciate you watching us and everything like that, but I need you to start understanding the things that you want and why you want them based on who you are from an honest place. Please don't try to repeat what we said just because you like what we said. I need you to understand why you want what you want. Okay. Now start again. Tell me a couple of things that a woman needs to have to be your girlfriend.
She needs to be feminine.
Say again?
Tired dealing with these feminine. Tired dealing with these chicks who think that they're men. That thing that they can act like men.
Okay, so she needs to be feminine. What does that look like to you?
She walks and talks with grace. Submissive. She's in her nurturing state.
All right. So So hold on. So what about you should inspire a woman to be feminine and submissive in your presence?
Well, the more when she's feminine, then I can easily go into my masculine.
No. Well, see, no. Hold on. See, you said if she's feminine, then I could go into my masculine. Here's the thing, bro. Here's the trick. Here's the magic. You have to always be in your masculine, no matter what the chick is doing. If you're waiting on the chick to be feminine for you to be masculine, that's your first mistake. That's probably where you're going wrong. You understand that?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's try it again. So what about tell me something about you that would inspire a woman to be feminine? Because understand what I said. There has to be something about you to inspire a woman to be feminine and submissive. So what about what's going on with you that would inspire that in a woman?
My ability to lead. And I have a masculine. I'm working on having a masculine frame. Leadership is. I'm working on trying to be more demanding. Like I said, that's why I was asking you about the conversation and how to be a better conversation. I have no problem admitting my faults. If I'm wrong, I have no problem saying I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Just things like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But that's a good question. I'm gonna write that question down though, so I can really, because I'm just trying to go off the cuff right now. But
Right.
I'm gonna need that question later on. I'm definitely gonna, jot down some ideas.
Right.
So I can really get back to that question.
Okay. See, and that's what I'm saying. If you, the more you explore and get in touch with who you are, the easier your conversations and interactions with women will be. You understand that?
Yeah.
Right. So those are the things I need you to work on. And like I said, if you were so inclined, I would suggest you check out the Badboy membership. At least sign up for a month. You can cancel at any time. You can sign up for a month, and have you seen the Game Kings documentary by any chance?
No.
Okay. See, so you haven't even, you watch our videos and I appreciate you, but you haven't really scratched that, you just got the tip of the iceberg, bro. There's so much more game that you need to understand before you can truly start to master conversations and interacting with females. You understand that?
Yeah. Because I also need the conversation for the type of work that I do, where I like interview and investigate, and I just know that I need to have my conversation up, and I need to have my identification skills up.
Exactly.
So that's what I was trying to, just to be, I'm bettering myself. I'm trying to work on myself now.
Exactly. And it's a lifelong journey. So have patience with yourself, but get in touch with your identity, bro. Really get in touch with your identity. Because once you understand how to have a good relationship with self, that's when you'll be able to relate to others more efficiently. All right, bro?
Do you guys have Audible on the membership about how to do that, and like questions, or do you guys have videos?
Yeah, that's what we have over 100 programs on the Badboy membership, and conversation and flirting and all of those things building your characteristics, your alpha male characteristics, your masculine characteristics. We have all that shit on there, bro.
All right, but I'm talking about like just that really dives into like getting to know like your true self.
There are programs on there. There's programs on there. There's programs on there for that, and also stay tuned, because I have a membership program coming out called the Masculine Identity Membership, and that's gonna dive very deeply into identity and getting in touch with who you are as well. You understand? But stay tuned for that. I don't have a date on that yet, but keep watching, and I'll announce it very soon. All right.
All right, definitely, man. Thank you.
All right, bro. I appreciate you, man. You have a good one. Thanks for calling. All right. Last one. 240. You're on live with Miles Cunningham. What's going on?
What's up, nephew?
What up, bro? Who this, 50?
You know it.
What up, homie?
Yep.
What up, big homie? The OG. What up with you, man?
Oh, my God. Thank you. I'd like to thank Miles and the Badboy membership. Okay, what's up, brother? Yeah, look here. I just want to say this, man. First, I appreciate y'all, man. But look here. I just want to tell these brothers this here. I'm a professional. I do my thing, and I keep thinking. And the day something happened to me, man, it's like I'm on top of the game, like y'all are on top of the game in your shit. In my profession, I am like y'all. I swear, man. It's amazing. And I just want to tell brothers, when you know who you are, when you know who the fuck you are for real, and don't give a fuck what nobody says, oh my gosh. It's like you walking on like clouds. And I just want to say this, in my career, I am like that.
Right.
I talk to people, doctors, lawyers, everybody, clients. I know who I am. I can spit the line like Steve Dean says, I spit that yak in my professional shit.
Right.
And that's what I say. I'm so confident in that, and I get it. I can only transfer that to my social life. I would have dishpan dick. I'm just saying,
but you can, man. You can. It's not that hard, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that, I'm just saying that, you know, this is what these brothers need to feel. If you are guys out, there's some professional guys on this chat. I know they are. They come and go. If you know you the shit in your profession, you know it. That's the shit that needs to be put over there. Badboy
Right.
membership, whoever, you know. And I get it, Miles. I got my puzzle. I put it together twice. Once. I'm gonna put it together twice. I got a schedule too. Put it together all week, and Monday I look at it, and Tuesday I start all over again. So that's my thing. So, you know, getting to know who you are and know who you are. I know who I am in my profession. Other people know who I am. People say they heard about me. I'm like, from who? You know, so you got to know who you are.
Right.
Short story, I'll let you go. Back in the day, I was in the Navy.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Thank you for your service.
Once again, thank you. Once again, I would have this little joint off base. You could walk down the path to my crib. And I was running them in and out. Ain't had no car, but running them in and out. Ain't had no license, running them in and out. One day, man, these two chicks came over because I also slung a little tree. And they came over, and this big black chick was there. Nice, right? She said, "Oh, yeah, I heard about you." And I was like, "Heard what? Who? From what?" And that scared me because I wanted to know what you heard. Because I was in the military, first of all, what you heard and who you heard it from.
Right.
So, because I had so much running through there, man, I was running pussy through there, and it was where the women went to boot camp, so they were locked up for 2 weeks, two months. When women see, like you said, when women see you fucking with women, they want something too. Hold on, wow, how can I get in? How can I get in? And that's what was happening. That's why she said, "I heard about you," and I never fucked her, but I was like, hold up, what have you heard? And I had to think. I had to slow my roll, like, whoa, because there was some things I was doing that's kind of shady. I couldn't do because of the military. I was like,
Right.
oh, whoa, what have you heard? So just tell these fellas, look, run them bitches. If one say no, go to the other one. I don't care if she's standing right next to it. Go to the just do it, man. When you that confident, it works. That's all I want to say.
Facts.
Peace out. I just want to say also to all the gay people in Florida.
What? Or to all the gay people in Florida, what?
Peace out.
Peace out.
Florida, you can't say gay. All the gay people in Florida.
Man, that's a whole nother show. That's a whole nother show. But yeah, man.
I know. I'm just fucking around, man. But I love y'all, man. You know, I just want to give that wisdom as an OG. Just want to give that wisdom to you know, I ain't on no pills. I ain't on shit.
Right.
But you know. CMOS, baby, CMOS.
CMOS, yes, sir.
I'm out.
All right, peace, bro. Thanks for calling. Thanks for supporting the show, man. Thank you, man. That's the OG 50 Fitzwell, man. Yeah, man. We out of here. I'm gonna get rid of this shit for y'all. Get more calls. All right, let me see if I can run through these questions, man. Oh shit. So many questions. Hold on. Let me see. All right, I think that's a good one. All right, so Julio Don says, how do you feel about Chris Rock letting Will slap him? Bro, we did a huge show about that. We were the first ones to do a YouTube live about that. Lakari and myself. So go check out that video. It's on there. A couple of days, like last week video. All right, appreciate you. Check Kabia. Hold on, let me turn this shit down. Down loud. All right. All right. Check Kabia says, do you think there's a difference between being nice and a good person? Yes, definitely. I generally treat people good, not because of validation, but because I demand it back. Okay. This is a deep ass question. Hold on, I like this question. It's something that I gotta definitely talk about on the masculine identity membership. Anyway, there is definitely a difference between being nice and being a good person. You have to understand that being nice is trying to appease, trying to please, trying to make people like you. You're searching for validation. You're searching for people to accept you so you're nice to them. So you spend money on people and you do things and you try to you try to make them, you try to get on everybody's good side. Only because you're searching for validation, right? But being a good person means that you you're gonna be that way regardless. That means you're gonna be you're just a good person. That's how you behave, not because you're looking for anything back, but that's because that's just how you are. That's just how you are. You understand? And Sheikh Kabia, you have to be careful with doing things because you demand it back. You understand? It's better for you to do things because that's honestly your character, not because you're looking for anything back. Because if you're looking for reciprocation, that's also seeking validation. So you're not actually a good person. You're actually you're being transactional about your character, and that's not good. But that's a whole nother show. But I appreciate the question. Christian Player says, if you love yourself, how can you say you would take a bullet for anybody else? The only time I think that's your instinct might be if your kids, but besides that, it's a crazy thing to say. I don't think it's a crazy thing to say. And there are people in my life who I would take a bullet for. I mean, I don't know. If you think it's crazy, then you think it's crazy. But the reason why I can love myself and say that is because I'm not taking the bullet because I think they would do it for me. I'm taking the bullet because that's the type of person that I am, and I care for the welfare of that person, and even more the type of care that I have for the person. I am willing to sacrifice my physical harm to keep them in a place of wellness. You understand? So I really don't think it's a crazy thing to say. And again, understanding this type of mentality has a lot to do with being objective about life. Because if God gave me a choice and said, hey, you can get hit by a bus and just die, or you can take a bullet for a friend, my choice would be take a bullet for the friend. But understand, we're all gonna die anyway. So I'd rather, on my way out, I'd rather do something to make sure somebody that I cared about was all right, or they at least had the opportunity to keep on living. Where did you move to? I've been all over the place. New York, Florida, North Carolina, back to New York. You know what I'm saying? I've been all over the place. Let me see. I'm working at a clothing shop in the mall. A lot of girls come here every day. How can I use game to get with them? You say hello. You say hello. You tell them, hey, I think you look like a cool person. And, you shopping at my store tells me you have very good taste. And then you say, do you know anybody that have a problem with me taking you out for a drink? Or do you know anybody have a problem with me meeting up with you later for a coffee? And then you tell them, take out their phone, put your number in it, and for them to text you, and then you'll text them back with the details of when and where you're going to meet. That's it. Code 500. Met her on a bus, spoke for a minute before getting her number. We should meet for drinks, become sexual with her, then go to a hotel or skip the drinks. Can't bring her home, still living with parents. Take it to the hotel or a motel or smash in the car or something. I don't know. Oh, y'all on the bus, so there ain't no car. Yeah, so take it to the hotel. Get an Uber and go to the hotel. All right, or a cab or whatever. All right. How do you avoid seeking validation from your friends and families? Sometimes I get hurt if I don't get support. Well, that's the thing, man. You have to go back to the beginning of this show. Go back to rewind this to the beginning, and that's everything I was talking about. And it's not valuation; it's validation from your friends and family. You see, the fact that you get hurt when you don't get the support, that has something to do with your ego. That has something to do with how you think of yourself and the support that you get from your friends and family. You have to get beyond that. How do you avoid seeking that? Okay, yeah. Exactly. Go back to the beginning of the video. That's what I was talking about in the beginning. That was the basic topic of this video. What's the best way to budget your money? Man, there's a lot of different ways to budget your money, but you got to write things down, or you can call RKT Appraisals. Go to rktappraisals.com. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this banner. Yeah, if I got some friends in the financial industry. They go to rktappraisals.com or call 973-420-5028. They do financial analysis. They can help you with budgeting. You understand? All that stuff. Give you an Excel sheet. You list all your expenses and then figure out where your money's actually going. All right, guys? All right, King V says, what books do you recommend, or what books are you even diving into as of right now? I'll be honest, I haven't really read a book in a very long time. I'm not a big reader, but that book, Conversations with God and Uncommon Dialogue, is a book that has been, it's stuck with me for years. And that's a book that changed my life. So, but yeah, I'm not a big book person, I'll be honest. Another book that I read was Rich Dad, Poor Dad and Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich is a heavy ass book, because Think and Grow Rich is not just about getting money. Think and Grow Rich has a lot to do with identity and the visualization and becoming the highest version of yourself. Think and Grow Rich is an important book, because it's not, everybody thinks it's just about getting money, but it really has a lot more to do with the inside and mindset. What is the best way to budget your money? Like I said, go to RKT Appraisals, 973-420-5028. Kelly Moore says, what do you think of Sun Tzu Art of War? My football coach just put me on. I've heard some really great quotes and a few, and I've never read it myself. But a few people have I know people that have read it and they said it's a dope book, and I've heard some really great quotes from it. So yeah, if your coach puts you on, then yeah, dive into it, man. Dive into it. There's nothing wrong with that. Definitely. I've heard too many great things about that book. Probably should take the time to read it one day, but like I said, I'm not a reader. Gotta be honest about who I am, man. Not a reader. Let me see. What up with that Cologne game, Miles? What's your favorite ones? Man, Cologne is I love Cologne, man. But I just got into Chanel Blue. I really like Bad Boy by Carolina Herrera. What else do I have? My lady got me Paco Rabanne Phantom for Christmas, and that I get a lot of compliments on that one. And what else do I have? Sauvage by Dior is good. I got Versace Daydreamer. That's a really good cologne. I love that cologne. I got a few more, but those are the main ones that I fuck with though. Yeah, I love talking about cologne. I should actually do a cologne video. What's the best place to hit a woman? A college, maybe? To hit a woman? What's the best place to hit a woman? I'm gonna stay away from that, man. I don't like that question. Somebody says, can you teach us getting to married women from game? No, I don't do that. I really don't do that. I've never been the type to oh, that's fucked up, because I have, but that wasn't my fault. Oh man, but nah, bro, I ain't teaching nobody that shit, man. There's a lot of simps out here, man. You get your ass shot fucking with these simps. 5012 said, is there anyone who would have an issue with me running my fingers through your locks over some juice? I'm into health, so I like juice. This is a good, yeah, shit, fuck it. I bet you she hasn't heard that ever. So that's a good line. All right, that seems like about it, man. Whew, got through the questions. All right, guys, we went over time, but I appreciate y'all for messing with me, man. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Remember, tomorrow, Lucario and myself, we got the 4:00 show, so make sure y'all tune in. And let me see. Hold on. Let me go back to this. If y'all enjoyed the show, please go to $Miles in the Game and show some love, okay? If y'all enjoyed this, you see right there at the bottom, it says $Miles in the game. If y'all enjoyed the show, y'all like some of the stuff I was talking about, man, please go show some love, you know, because that's how we keep the wheels lubricated on this machine over here. Okay, so we appreciate y'all. Like I said, tomorrow 4 p.m. Another live with Makari and myself, and Sunday we're gonna be on the Real Game No Theory panel on Sunday 12 noon. All right, so just and stay on it. Guys, bear with me. I'm getting everything set up. You know, I'm building a collection of videos for the Masculine Identity membership, because I don't want y'all to get on there and it's just one video on there. I want y'all to have like a nice library so I can, you know, build from there. You know, I want to have at least, you know, 5 to 10 videos that's already set up. And I'm filming, you know, I'm doing it, I'm editing, and I'm uploading, and I'm getting everything set up. You know, so y'all could get on there and join it and see what that's about. But it's coming. So the Masculine Identity membership is coming. All right. So appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. It's your boy Miles Cunningham, and always remember, guys, the truth is inside you. Peace.
When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first, you're gonna have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You know, you can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting some.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
There are things you know, there are things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.